For years, the public thought we already knew the whole story. We thought the worst had been exposed. But on January 30th, 3.5 million pages of newly unsealed documents hit the internet. And the shockwaves didn't just hit America. They crossed the ocean, shattered the British royal family, and brought down political titans in a matter of days. The Epstein files are no longer just a localized scandal. They have mutated into a global earthquake. The untouchables are suddenly very touchable, and the dominoes are finally starting to fall. 2. Intro. Welcome back to TrendCanvas, where we break down the complex global issues you need to know about. Today we are looking at the unprecedented worldwide fallout from the massive Epstein document release. We are tracking the exact timeline of the leaks, the historic, high-profile arrests that immediately followed in Europe, and the growing demand from the United Nations for global justice. Let's get into it. 3. Content Body Point 1. The January 30th Catalyst. It all started at the end of January. Following the passage of the Epstein Files Transparency Act, the U.S. Department of Justice was forced to release an overwhelming data dump. We are talking about 3.5 million pages of unsealed files, along with roughly 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. The sheer volume of traffic crashed government servers as journalists and the public rushed to download the archives. But as people began combing through the data, a massive shift occurred. While previous, smaller releases focused heavily on American billionaires and celebrities, this massive drop revealed something far more dangerous: the undeniable black and white paper trails of international elites. It was the match that lit a global powder keg. Point 2. The royal downfall. The first major international domino fell on February 19th. In a move that absolutely shocked the world, Thames Valley Police arrived at the Royal Sandringham Estate in Norfolk and arrested Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly known to the world as Prince Andrew. The charge was severe: suspicion of misconduct in public office. The newly unsealed DOJ documents allegedly showed that during his time as a UK trade envoy in 2010, he forwarded highly confidential government reports from his visits to Singapore, Hong Kong, and Vietnam directly to Epstein. Some emails were reportedly forwarded just minutes after he received them. The gravity of the situation was confirmed when King Charles III issued a remarkably blunt statement, simply saying, "Let me state clearly, the law must take its course." For the first time in nearly 400 years, a senior British royal was in handcuffs. Point 3. The political earthquake. But the authorities in the UK weren't done cleaning house. Just 4 days later, on February 23rd, the Metropolitan Police executed search warrants and arrested Lord Peter Mandelson at an address in Camden. Mandelson wasn't just anybody. He was a major architect of the modern UK Labour Party and a former ambassador to the US. The unredacted emails from 2009 and 2010 were devastating to his career. They allegedly showed Mandelson feeding Epstein highly sensitive, market-moving government information. In one specific exchange, he reportedly gave Epstein advance notice of a massive 500 billion Eurozone bailout before it was ever announced to the public. The political panic in London was absolute. Mandelson resigned from the House of Lords, and Prime Minister Keir Starmer was forced to issue a public apology to Epstein's victims. Point 4. The global pushback. But this isn't just a British or American crisis anymore. The 3.5 million pages have triggered massive diplomatic friction and corporate shakeups far beyond the West. We are seeing the fallout ripple across major international hubs, from Washington to Delhi. In the Middle East, the sudden replacement of the head of D-World, a massive global logistics company based in Dubai, sent shockwaves through the corporate world, and after leaked emails that allegedly referenced a chilling torture video involving his brother and Epstein. These newly unsealed documents are acting like a blacklight, exposing how deeply this network penetrated international commerce, foreign governments, and global supply chains. It proves that Epstein wasn't just hoarding secrets for leverage in New York or London. He was building a highly sophisticated, interconnected web of international blackmail. What we are witnessing right now is a massive, real-time global divide in how justice is being handled. On one side, European authorities in places like the UK and Norway are aggressively acting on these new files. They are ripping the Band-Aid off their own political and royal establishments, proving that the evidence in these documents is absolutely rock solid and strong enough to hold up in court. But look at other major global powers, and you see a deafening silence. Many governments are hesitating to pull the trigger on their own powerful citizens. Why, Bawation? Because the names in these files are woven into the very fabric of global finance and politics. For many countries, prosecuting these individuals feels like mutually assured destruction. If one billionaire or politician goes down, they threaten to drag entire governments and financial institutions down with them. But while governments hesitate, the internet is not waiting. Right now, we are seeing the largest open-source intelligence operation in human history. Thousands of independent journalists, researchers, and ordinary citizens are currently combing through the 3.5 million pages of data. They are cross-referencing old flight logs with newly revealed financial transfers. They are matching up shadowy shell companies in the Caribbean with high-rise penthouses in New York, Paris, and Dubai. The public is connecting the dots faster than the authorities, creating a global pressure cooker that world leaders can no longer ignore. This massive grassroots pressure and the delay from hesitant governments has pushed the international community to its breaking point. It caused the United Nations to step in with an unprecedented mandate. In a powerful statement, the UN Human Rights Council didn't just call this a scandal. They warned that this sprawling trafficking network has the actual marks of a crime against humanity. Let that sink in. That is legal language usually reserved for warlords and dictators. By using that specific terminology, the UN is demanding that global statutes of limitations be lifted entirely. They are pushing to strip away diplomatic immunity, ensuring that no one, no matter their billions, their royal title, or their political connections, can hide behind the clock. Right now, a chilling effect has fallen over the world's elite. Sudden, unexplained resignations are quietly happening across massive tech and finance firms. Corporate boards are holding emergency meetings, and private jets are staying grounded. The documents are out, the evidence is public, and the illusion of the untouchable elite has been permanently shattered. The world is just holding its breath to see who is going to fall next. The United Kingdom has made its move and has drawn a line in the sand, but this story is far from over. Which country do you think will be the next to act on the 3 million pages of evidence? Drop your predictions down in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on this rapidly developing global story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching TrendCanvas. Stay informed, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.